And
purposes.
hi.
We're going to a cave, and reportedly at the bottom of the cave there are bones that said that it's a mass grave. The government doesn't want us to go there. Right now they use it as a live fire range, but we're going there anyways, and we're going to expose the truth.
Let me go. Okay. We're here in Hohenfels, where the U.S. Army trains other soldiers. Before the Army got here, this used to be a Nazi camp, where they actually had German and American detainees. Not German, I'm sorry, British and American detainees. Rumor is that they killed a lot of them, put them in this cave. So we're going to go check out the cave and see if it's true, see if we can find any kind of skeletons. And who knows, maybe this is from before then. We'll find out.
Okay, we hiked up this semi-mountain, and as you can see here, we were right at the entrance to the cave. We're about to go in the cave. I'm guesstimating it's about probably a little more than a mile. And we have glow sticks, flashlights, even candles for an emergency situation, just in case we need it. We'll probably see lots of bats down there, and frankly, I'm excited. This is what I live for.
We gotta go up a big hill. I'm tired. Show the door. No, the government doesn't want you in here.
Hold on. Show this first. Here we have a very big steel door. I'm guessing it's probably 200, 300 pounds. And it's got a big lock on it right here. This used to be up where those bars are now. And clearly, for a long time, they've been trying to keep people out of here for a reason. Now what's interesting is other caves do not have bars on them or any type of barriers keeping you out. Just this one.
It's on the wall.
And yeah. This used to be the original entrance to the cave. You can see the other side of the wall once you're inside the cave. And they clearly built it up, trying to keep people out. So, but that's alright. We're motivated. We're going to go in.
Can't stop us.
We can't stop. We just got into the cave, and this is the main entrance hall. If you look around, as you can see, I don't know if you can get any of this, but it's a big hall. And if you look over here to your right, this is the other side of the wall that they built up to keep people out. Hey, don't go that way. There's a drop.
Yeah, it's really...
That's like that one.
Where? Oh, no shit. Hold on. Let me zoom in on it.
They get more numerous as we get down.
Really?
Yeah.
What a pet bat.
They're probably like little fruit bats or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe they're vampire bats. You never know.
Unless you're a cow.
Alright.
Yeah, I wish it was brighter in here, man. So we can get more.
Yeah, I know.
And recording.
Alright. We found the first bone site in the cave. There are bones all around us, and if I was to guess, I would say these bones go down probably at least 5 feet. There are hundreds and hundreds of bones everywhere. We got leg bones and things like that. I don't see any skulls, but like, look here. See, it's a joint, a ball joint right there. I bet if we were to start digging, we'd probably find some skulls down below.
Come on,
I don't know if that's a good idea, but.
You want to show them the hole real fast? What you're talking about?
Somebody removed some bricks here so they could see what's on the other side. But somebody clearly stacked up these rocks so you don't see what's on the other side. So, and of course we have the guardian of the cave right there, the bat. And please don't scare the bat, because once you wake up one bat, they all wake up. So please don't do that. I don't feel like.
Step away from the guy.
Go ahead and tell us what you think first sight.
It's kind of creepy. I've been to the Catacombs of Paris, and they actually have tours, and they dedicate it to people that have died here. Here it's more of like a cover-up. It's kind of ironic how America owns this base now, and these are probably American people actually, but they don't want to say anything about it. Maybe they know about it, maybe they don't. We'll find out.
Pedro?
Well, the same thing here. It's like weird. Because you see all these bones, it's like we don't actually know if they're British, American, or Polish, or whatever they are. Are they POWs, or are they people from the Middle Ages? I don't even know. There's so much here and conspiracy that it's just, I don't know. It's hard.
It's kind of weird how, if you think about it, about 50, 60 years ago, we would have been prisoners of war here, and now we live here. And it's just amazing to think that there's actually people down here and these tombs that no one knows about, and people that had families or something like that. And it's just crazy, and it kind of makes you wonder, like, what else there is out there, and how many more tombs there are that we just don't know about. And record.
We're deep in the cave. I have no idea how deep we are in the cave, but we keep finding bones everywhere. I mean, thousands of bones. No joke. They're everywhere. And we've just found this spine. Looks like a human spine, piece of it, And there's over here in this random room, there's water. There's water around. And it's just stalagmites and stalactites and you name it. The water. Yeah. Make it vertical so you can see it. Make it vertical. It's probably a foot deep over there. Maybe 2 feet. Well, I bet this is all loose sediment right here, So that it goes down quicksand.
So,
It is quicksand.
So, special bone. Why do you think that there's bones here?
Well, the castles here predate Christianity, so it could be that this is a pagan thing in a way that they buried their dead. Or that's one theory. Another theory is they put the bodies of people down here that might have had like the Black Plague or some type of disease that spread really quickly. So they put their bodies down here to isolate them, And another reason, World War II, lots of genocide. They needed a place to hide the bodies. I mean, the SS, the last place that gave up in the war was Bavaria, and it was the SS that they were last to fight, before the end of the war. And those were some very bad men, and they killed a lot of people. So maybe this is where they disposed of them. Maybe they burned them and disposed their bones here. Who knows?
Do you think they could have been locked in here?
What's that?
Do you think that they could have been locked in here? The people?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, some of the bones are buried, obviously, and some of the bones are not buried. They're just lying out in random places. It was like somebody died there, or they just threw a body there, So maybe they got workers to take the bodies down here, bury the bodies, and then after that they shot the people, the workers, and left them there. Thus, some are buried and some are not.
Why do you think the German government and the American government aren't saying anything in the first place?
Because if that's really the case, nobody likes drama. The German government's already embarrassed enough for the genocide. The last thing anybody wants to hear is that they live right on top, right next to another mass grave site.
Why do you think the Americans aren't saying anything about it?
Because we rent this land cheap. Really cheap.
Do you think it would affect the training here?
I think the training would end here. I mean, this is obviously a historical site. We have tanks having little battles around castles, and around sites that are in ruins, historical sites. But nobody cares. I mean, this area right here, where we are, where the cave is now a live fire area for helicopters. They drop munitions in here. stuff like that. You can go outside and look at the munitions. They're everywhere. So why would they take a historical mass grave site like this, block it off, and then make the whole area a live fire range?
What happened to the German people that used to live here?
They were displaced. Most of the town populations that were out there, like Ludwigsdorf and Kittens and all that, those are all named after real towns. And from what I read online and stuff, I guess most of the population was Jewish. Now, so these could be Jewish people, these could be people from the medieval times. They could be American and British POWs that were held here by the Wehrmacht. Who knows? But one thing I do know is that a bunch of farmers didn't pay for those gates out there, barring the cave. I'm sure it was one of the governments that did. And I don't know.
Let's continue on.
Jesse, you want to say something real fast?
No, it's just totally, it's amazing. Everything we've seen so far, and like walked through, and it's just like impressive because there's bones everywhere. The caves are just forming in different ways. It's just amazing. It's just, I can't really say anything. It's awesome.
We should take these pictures. Go for it. Can you get close to the bones? So you can't see my shot. There you go.
Okay. We are, I believe, at the bottom of the cave. At the bottom of the cave, there's this huge mound of this clay-like material. And lots of bones, as you can see here. Lots and lots and lots of bones. Now, an interesting find. Originally, I just started to believe that this was prehistoric. But then, I found this. I don't know if you can see it in the camera.
Yeah.
It is wire. So, why would there be wire with these bones, this big site of clay, and everything like that? Well, that rules out it being, prehistoric, or it rules out it being from the Middle Ages. It's got to be a lot newer than that. And it appears, from what I can tell, it looks like it's like some type of copper wire or some type of, I don't know. But it's metal wire, so maybe somebody came by once a time and have to drop wire here, but I certainly doubt it. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just a conspiracy nut. Who knows? So.
How's your Dr. Pep or Diet Coke?
Good.
This mass grave is brought to you by Diet Coke.
Okay. Yeah. I can't see the ending. Ready?
Yeah, go.
We're right now in what we call the hallway of the caves, where clearly people have taken the rocks and moved them out to form some kind of a hallway, where there's caverns over here, caverns over there, and there's bones underneath these rocks right here. If you look to your left up over here, there's a lantern area, like actual metal into the wall where they used to hang the lanterns. People took a lot of time and effort to put these rocks up here to hide something. You don't know what. There's bones on top of bones over here also too. Yeah, just tell us where it's sign, man.
Just follow my lead. Wow. Look at this.
Go on.
Yeah, it looks like a leg goes to that.
So right here, they used to hang the lanterns up. What is this? Holy crap. Recording this?
Skull.
Is it part of the skull?
I don't know.
Where did this go to then?
Petrified. Dude, what the? Yeah, it's petrified.
Don't break it. Don't.
It's petrified, dude. See? Bones right here and stuck to the rocks.
Other bones.
How do I get it so that way it doesn't...
Out of focus.
Yeah, break it apart.
All of these right here are all bones.
Look at this. Everywhere. Everywhere.
And I think they burned them too, because look.
This right here is piles of bones.
God, and it keeps going down.
Go.
All right. Well, that.
So we,
Go ahead. All right. So that concludes our journey to hell and back. Who knows what the real story is? Only time will tell, I guess.
we're gonna find out though.
Yeah, we'll keep looking, keep searching, but we practically went through the whole cave and it was pretty interesting. It was huge. Probably didn't search the whole thing, but yes, we did as much as we could.
So the thing is now is who do we show it to? Do we show it to the Americans or the Germans or someone else? Either way, this place needs to be recognized.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think that the least these guys deserve is like at least a proper burial, you know, not just thrown in some cave, you know, forgotten about.
Or if it is historic, don't start bombing next to it or training next to it. It's kind of a slap in the face.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Until our next adventure,
let's start.
I'm Danny.
I'm Dave.
And behind the camera is Pedro. This is his idea.
See this shot.
How long would it take to see back that track?